This is another 60-second cruise tip from cruising expert and author Gary Bembridge of tipsfortravelers.com.
Well, hello and welcome to another cruise tip, and this is cruise tip number 101 in the 60-second cruise tip series. Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get cabin upgrades on a cruise ship. And this is an article that I found on cruisefever.net, and I really enjoyed it because it was absolutely spot on. And basically what it says is if you're looking for an upgrade on your next cruise, you're probably going to be disappointed. There are very few times when you're likely to get upgraded for free, and it's pretty much only going to happen if they've done something to mess up your vacation. However, there are a couple of tips that they had on Cruise Fever which they suggested you think about. Number one, choose the slow season for a better chance of an upgrade. So simply, if ship's sailing full, you're not going to get an upgrade. It's pretty obvious. So if you want to try and get an upgrade, if you sail at the low season, there's a real good chance that there will be some empty cabins. The second tip was book through a travel agent. Travel agents have a lot of relationships with cruise lines, and they often are incentivizing travel agents. They give them special deals. So keep in touch with your travel agent, and what they recommend is contact them about 2 weeks before, see if there's any special connections that they can get upgrades to. But again, it's not guaranteed. The third tip is to get an expensive cabin in the first place, because what they're saying is if you purchase a more expensive cabin, then you're more likely to get an upgrade. So what they start to do is if you've got vacant rooms at the higher end, even more expensive, they're going to start bumping people up from the premium cabins up to the even more premium cabins. So that's basically a really, really good chance. And linked to that, of course, is the chain reaction. So that's the tip number 4, is upgrades are simply a chain reaction. So if the deluxe suite, the best suite, is vacant, the person below gets upgraded, and so on, it cascades down. So you just have to hope happens. So the higher up you are, the better cabin you've got, the better chance you are of getting upgraded. The fifth tip they've got is if you've got a special occasion, anniversary, a birthday, or something like that, mention it. It's no chance, but perhaps you do. And he actually gave an example where his parents were upgraded because it was their anniversary. So that's pretty good. Tip number 6 is actually don't try and get an upgrade on the first day of the cruise. Wait until the second day, because they definitely know who all the no-shows are. Go to the front desk, ask very nicely, see if there's any opportunities there. Choose your ship wisely is number 7. Find a ship which has got lots of premium cabins. So like Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas, it's huge. They've got lots of deluxe rooms, so there's probably going to be more space at the top. The 8th tip was to go cruising more often. Obviously, if you're very loyal to a cruise line, you're a sort of diamond grade on Cunard or whatever, you're also more likely to be put in line for an upgrade. And the last tip of all, number 9, is go for what they call the TBA grade. So that basically TBA means to be assigned. What you do is you book a room in a certain level, so a suite, an ocean view, whatever. And basically what they then do is they look at what they've got after people have booked specific cabins. So you might have just booked a suite, for example. I just use that example. But what's happened is people who've chosen very specific cabins or want specific cabins and have paid a premium to get those have all booked the lower level suites and have chosen not to be upgraded, which a lot of cruise lines do. There is a chance that you could indeed get bumped up. So there you are. That's episode number 101 of the 60-second cruise tips. And it's a great tips from cruisefever.net on how to get cabin upgrade. For more cruise tips, visit 60secondcruisetips.com and look for the following cruise books by Gary Bembridge on Amazon: The Cruise Traveler's Handbook, Essential Cruise Tips, and River Cruising, Essential Tips and Tricks.